ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert now. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Herbert. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Flushed out right. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got it.
And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
He'll try again, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon pushing his way through. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A handoff, it's Eckler. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to beat.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out, and we're going to get a review of that last play. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Past the 20. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big game that time for the Chargers.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After one, it's 13-6. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Second down and goal. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. They gonna need some therapy after this. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On play action, they'll throw.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're going to look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it second down. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. He'll look to throw.
And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike.
Back to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Second and 10.
Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Herbert throwing again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 44, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down, as good running gets him to about the 44.
This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Herbert off of play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Herbert now. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Looking to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. They'll look to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Herbert. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming up. On the give, this is Eckler. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Flushed out right. Finding room to the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. This is caught. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 177 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
They'll look to throw again.
That's complete left side to Bateman.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Here's Herbert. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 189 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 5. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. He'll look to throw. This is Gordon on the dump-off. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 11. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, it's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. 18, Pioneer. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points